Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Shantae. Last time we made our way around Secret Land and collected a bunch of items with our newly acquired spider transformation. And we were also told where to go to get our next and final stone of the game, the Twinkle Stone. We were told we need to head to an area called Mount Pointy, which conveniently for us is to the west here of Oasis Town. So let's go ahead and make our way out of here and head westward. We're making it night here to start this video simply just because in this new area here to our left, there's actually a firefly over here. So now that it's nighttime, let's go ahead and transform into the monkey. And we just want to climb up this cliff right above us. Doing so, we'll get ourselves a firefly. Easy as that. Using Vanishing Cream here just to make things a little bit easier on us. Don't have to worry about taking damage right away from some enemies. I say as I jump on the enemy head and take damage. It's fine. We got more than enough health so we can sustain the damage. Go ahead here and transform into an elephant so we can destroy this stone block, which, doing so, reveals a ladder. So, go ahead and climb down the said ladder, and here we got a little cavern. We want to go ahead in here and select our float muffins, because in this room, we got a big old pit. In order to cross the pit, we need to use our float muffins to bounce back out of it. Doing so, we'll get ourselves a heart holder, adding in our heart to our collection, making for a total of 7 hearts. Very, very nice. It helps right here to kill the bats before you go over to the heart holder because no matter what, it doesn't seem like it's really easy to dodge those said bats on the way back. So I kind of just recommend killing them if you're low on health so you don't take the unnecessary damage from the bats just by jumping back around. It's just better off to take them out now. Here we got ourselves another stone block, so let's go ahead and transform into the elephant so we can go ahead and destroy this. And after we do this, we're going to immediately want to transform into the monkey. So transform out of our elephant form, back to human, immediately go into monkey. We don't need the monkey form just yet, but not too long into the said platforming section here, we're going to have a wall we need to climb up, so might as well just transform into the monkey now. And this is the said wall in question. Wasn't that far away now, wasn't it? Just keep on running forward here. If you keep running, you can avoid a lot of these enemies as they're spawning into the area, so just keep on running forward and you shouldn't really be taking too much damage. If you do fear you're going to take too much damage here, Vanish Cream is a great item to use in this said section, because these enemies are really not worth fighting, especially at night when they have double the health. So keep on running forward and try to avoid anything in our path. Very careful of these new enemies. They look like weird night creatures of some kind, so going to be very careful around these guys. But we want to go ahead here and transform into the spider. So, go ahead, transform back to our normal form, and now transform into the spider to climb the background here. Up in this area, there is a firefly that we can collect. Thankfully, that is night, we can get it now. So, go ahead, I'm just going to take the damage here from these bats, drop down below, and get ourselves a firefly. Now with this, let's go ahead and make our way over to the sword poking me in the behind. That was a great thing. Thanks. Couldn't see him while falling down. I want to jump down back below where we were before and use the spider form here to climb around this said set of spikes. You can't make it there using the monkey form, so transform the spider and climb around things. But with this, if we head more over in this direction, well, for starters, looks like a turn back in the day, so that's kind of convenient. Second, we find ourselves another town. So let's go ahead and make our way inside. If you like using the pike ball, you'll like the fireballs even better. They're faster and cause more damage to boot. I kind of already learned that one. We have a good amount of fireballs, but he's not wrong. Fireballs are better than pike balls, just an upgraded form of it. What's up with that snobby guy in his advanced Genie's only room? He's giving me an inferiority complex. I feel 4 shades of green with envy. Someone's jealous. I hear there's 4 types of magical talismans. The monkey claw, the elephant tote, the spider venom, and the harpy talon. If you had all 4, you'll be tough as nails. Well, that's interesting to know all the names of the different talismans, although one of them kind of spoils our next transformation. Just forget about that last one. We'll just pretend we never even heard of it. Careful climbing old Mount Pointy. Once you slip down the western slope, there's no return. Well, that's some good advice. We'll have to remember that once we get to Mount Pointy. Don't go too far to the west, otherwise we ain't getting back. Hi, sweetheart. This place is Bandit Town. A pretty little thing like you ought to watch your back. Oh, now we know what this place is actually called. This is Bandit Town. Well, good to know. Want to make some quick cash? Buy a few greedy jars. They're perfect in areas with lots of enemies. Not wrong. I do find better ways of grinding money, but yeah, the greedy jars do help. I think that's everyone in the town at this point we talked to, so now we can go ahead and start exploring the area. For example, we can take a bath. Always nice to take a bath. Definitely kind of want to after all the damage we took on the way here. So, go ahead, heal up, and now let's go ahead and check out some of the other things in the area. Let's go ahead and make our way over, probably now to the shop. Here it is, right to our left. So let's see, at this point we've already gotten every single item in the game, but let's see what the prices are here for the different items you can buy. What can I do for you? For starters, can you lower your prices, sir? What are these prices? This is extreme. So, the Zombie Caravan is the cheapest place to buy things in the game, while Bandit Town is the most expensive. Talk about flipping things on its head. This is not the place to buy items if you're in need of new things. Go to any other place except Bandit Town. You don't have anything new here that we haven't seen. We have access to all these different things, so this is more of a last resort shop in my opinion. We're not going to come back here again, thank you very much. Here we got the Warp Squid Hut. We only have one Warp Squid, so we could turn it in here, but without the other three, there's no reason to actually turn in the squids just yet, so we'll hold on to our one Warp Squid for now. Here's a save room over to our left. It's been a little bit since we last saved, and now that we got to a new town, might as well head into the save room and make a quick save while we're here. Nice animation, Shantae, just walking in the midair there. How classy. There we go, go ahead, save her game. And now, the next stop. We've heard about this from the locals. This here is the advanced Genie's area. You don't look very advanced. Okay, that's a little cryptic. So what does that mean? What does this room do? Well, simply put, this room you're only able to interact with if you're playing Shantae on a Game Boy Advance, as Shantae is one of the very few games on the Game Boy Color that interacts differently on Game Boy Advance hardware. And there's a very good reason as to why Shantae plays differently on a Game Boy Advance. So when Shantae was in development, WayForward was having a hard time trying to find a publisher for the game. They needed to find a publisher that was able to help fund the special cartridge needed to produce Shantae. With how graphically powerful this game was, you couldn't just use a normal Game Boy Color cartridge. It needed to be something special. So with how long it took for WayForward to find a publisher, during this time period, the Game Boy Advance was released into the market. And this kind of caused a problem for WayForward, because when they first seen how dark the GBA screen was compared to the Game Boy Color screen, they decided during this time period to go back and change some stuff for Shantae to look better on the Game Boy Advance. Normally, when you plug a Game Boy Color game into a Game Boy Advance, the game will look the exact same on a GBA as it would on a Game Boy Color. But if you put Shantae into a Game Boy Advance, you get a GBA Enhanced mode. What this means is that the game's color palette will be different on the Game Boy Advance compared to a Game Boy Color. It would brighten things up if you played on a Game Boy Advance to help make things easier to see on the darker Game Boy Advance screen. In my opinion, when you're playing both versions of this game side by side on backlit screens, the GBA color palette doesn't look nearly as good as the Game Boy Color one, but again, the GBA color palette was supposed to be more intended for a darker screen, and a lot of Game Boy Advance games kinda do look a little more washed out by today's standards if you're playing on a backlit screen. But the color palette wasn't the only thing changed in this GBA Enhanced mode. WayForward decided with this GBA Enhanced mode to add a bonus transformation in the game. And to unlock this transformation, you need to play Shantae on a Game Boy Advance. So what do you say we boot up the game with the GBA Enhanced mode and see what this bonus transformation is? Booting up Shantae here in the Game Boy Advance, we can see things are looking different, as Shantae now has a completely different color palette. This right here signifies that you're playing with the GBA Enhanced mode turned on. Now this GBA Enhanced mode for Shantae has made this one of the more difficult titles to emulate properly from the Game Boy Color library, as a lot of emulators don't really know of the best way of handling the differences between the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance modes of Shantae. Because of this, a lot of re-releases of Shantae had to make some compromises when it comes to the GBA Enhanced mode here. Either you'll see the GBA Enhanced version of Shantae made as a standalone release of the game, or you'll just flat out see versions of Shantae remove the GBA Enhanced content. Because of this, some people have never seen what the game looks like on Game Boy Advance hardware or even experienced the bonus transformation you get for playing on a Game Boy Advance. But that's not going to be the case for us here, as we are playing Shantae on a Game Boy Advance. So we do have access to the GBA Enhanced mode content here. So without any further ado, let's go ahead, jump back into our file, and head back into Bandit Town. So back here in Bandit Town, we want to go ahead, leave the save room here, and head back over to the Advanced Genie section of the area. Now that we're playing on a Game Boy Advance, things should play out differently here now. I see that you're a very advanced hero. Want to hear a secret for 500 gems? Sure thing. Here's the secret. Down, up, up. Use this dance to turn the table on your foes. So for paying 500 gems, we just learned a brand new transformation dance. If we pause our game and go to the dance screen here, we won't see this new dance move on this menu at all. It does not show up here in the dance menu whatsoever. But we do have a brand new transformation dance. Let's go ahead and use it. So pressing down, up, and then up once more will transform you into the Tinkerbat. The Tinkerbat is exclusive for playing Shantae on the Game Boy Advance here. The Tinkerbat is a combination between the monkey, elephant, and spider forms, as the Tinkerbat can climb walls, destroy boulders, and climb backgrounds just like all three of the previous mentioned forms. And what's even better is that the Tinkerbat starts out with an attack of his own. The monkey can attack using the monkey talisman, but you need to get that as an upgrade. The Tinkerbat here just has this attack right out of the gate, which makes this form probably the most powerful yet useful transformation in the entire game, which is sad to say because of how this is exclusive for playing using the GBA Enhanced mode. So you're only getting the Tinkerbat unlocked if you're playing on a Game Boy Advance. If you're playing Shantae on the Game Boy Color, you're not unlocking this transformation by any means. The only way you're going to be able to get this form on the Game Boy Color is to hack it into your game, which is kind of an issue. But once we unlock the Tinkerbat here while playing on a Game Boy Advance, we can go ahead and save our game, and now when we play the game on a Game Boy Color once more, we can gain access to the Tinkerbat there. So let's go ahead, save our game, and now swap over to playing on a Game Boy Color once again. So booting up Shantae here on our Game Boy Color, we can see things look different yet again. Now we have a completely different color palette from before, so we can now tell just from how Shantae looks, the GBA Enhanced mode has now been turned off. It's very interesting how Shantae is one of the very few games on the Game Boy Color that has differences depending on the hardware you're playing the game on. But I don't really like how it has a completely exclusive form to playing on the Game Boy Advance, meaning that if you never played this game on a Game Boy Advance system, you're not truly 100%ing the game, so it is kind of a roadblock in some sense. But we did unlock the Tinkerbat transformation, so now here on the Game Boy Color, we can go ahead and use that same dance here and actually transform into the Tinkerbat. You only need to unlock the Tinkerbat while playing on the Game Boy Advance. Once you unlock this transformation and then save your game, the Tinkerbat will be available to use no matter if you're playing on a Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance. So luckily, even though now we're playing on the Game Boy Color once again, we can still use the Tinkerbat transformation. Now that we have the Tinkerbat, there's one more area we want to go ahead and explore here in Bandit Town, and that's here in the Rusty Gullet. Hello, miss. How are we doing today? Oh, a Genie! Are you Bandit Town's guardian? Absolutely! I do my job using powerful mind-reading magic. For instance, you come here looking for the Twinkle Stone, right? Oh wow, you're right! Well, you're in luck, sweetie. I can get you into the Twinkle Palace with no problem at all. Just meet me there in a little bit, will you? What luck? I'll be there. Thanks. Also, you should try cutting your hair short sometime. It would look awfully cute in a bob. Ho ho ho! I'll think about it. Bye now. Something feels awfully familiar about this Genie. I feel like I might have seen her somewhere before. Maybe thinking of someone else, but thanks to the Guardian Genie here at Bandit Town, we can gain access to our next labyrinth here in the game, which is located on the top of Mount Pointy. And we'll be making our way over to the said labyrinth in the next episode. Next time on Let's Play Shantae, we'll climb up Mount Pointy and enter our next labyrinth of the game, Twinkle Palace. I'll see you guys next time.